Hi, it's Daishogun here for Milk Gaming, and I'm here to present you our very first commentary of Call of Duty Black Ops. It's our very first official commentary. And you might remember my crackly voice and my extremely bad camera skills from the unboxing video for this game in the Hardened Edition on PS3. And before I officially begin, I'd like to give a shout out to Slurpees for his fantastic intro. So yeah, let's continue. So basically, as you can see, I'm playing Domination on Cracked via the Ground War playlist, so you've got 18 players there on PS3. And I rack up a pretty good kill streak, so I hope you guys enjoy the video. Now on to the talking part of it. I'd first like to introduce you guys to what Milk Gaming is really going to be about. So if you've already seen our channel and seen the various videos, what we're trying to do is we're trying to make an Australian gaming channel that's created by Aussie gamers for Aussie gamers. So what we're going to eventually provide is news, features, previews, reviews, anything you can really think of that relates to games in video format. We're going to be trying to deliver that to you guys. And we hope you enjoy it as we begin from the foundations. The first thing I'd like to point out is that I noticed, or you may have noticed, that we have a lot of Call of Duty Black Ops video on our channel. However, we are going to be branching out onto other games. We're just using this as our platform to begin, something to springboard off. So, as you may have already seen, we've got one video by Slurpees for Dead Rising 2. We've got a couple of videos for Counter-Strike by Suburban, and yeah. So we'll be continuing to branch out into other titles. So we'll probably have a review or some gameplay from Dead Space 2 in the next weeks because it's releasing next week, and our friend Slurpees on the PC gaming side will be playing that. And yeah, so we hope you enjoy all the content that we're going to be bringing to you. And yeah, so what I want to talk to you guys about in this very, very first commentary is about the rumours that have come out for a possible release of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 in November of 2011. And remarkably enough, it's going to be coming out of Infinity Ward Studios. So you might remember Infinity Ward from our beloved Modern Warfare 2. And, oh my god, my voice is so bad today. But yeah, you might remember it from Modern Warfare 2. They created the original Modern Warfare. They made Call of Duty 1 and 2, etc., etc. Basically, we all know them to be extremely good developers. They're really good guys. But in recent times, they've had a couple of issues, and two of their executive producers have been kicked out by Activision, which is, to be honest, it's quite disappointing. And with these two developers, half the studio left with them, so there are going to be heaps of issues with this. But basically, the rumour that's come out is that Infinity Ward Studios, in its broken state, is going to somehow create Modern Warfare 3 in time for November. Now, this rumour's come out of nextgentactics.com, if you want a source for that. This is no offence to them, because they're more than entitled to report on rumours, because they're a news source, that's what they do. But yeah, I'm just going to provide my criticism on the rumour and what I really think will end up happening. So what's happened is Modern Warfare 3 is apparently going to be a prequel to Modern Warfare 1, and you're going to play as Ghost in the single-player campaign. So that makes sense. That's plausible. It's actually, I think it's a pretty good idea too, because Ghost is a pretty cool character. If you play the single player from Modern Warfare 2 and you weren't just a bum and went on multiplayer straight away, you bastards. Anyway, so yeah, I think Ghost is a great idea. What I have a problem with is seeing how Infinity Ward, who have about half of the amount of developers they had when they started on Modern Warfare 2, are going to be able to create a Modern Warfare 3 in 6 months' time. Because really, they haven't been in work mode since the second DLC got released, because as soon as the second DLC got released, I think a couple of weeks after, this whole entire Vince Zampella, Jason West versus Activision issue happened, and they got fired and stuff like that. So really, the proof in the pudding, the proof that they really aren't in the state in which they can develop, comes from the fact that they actually don't. They actually didn't make any more map packs after the second one, and really, that game sold heaps, and those map packs were selling heaps. Those map packs, in fact, crashed the PSN for about a week there, where you couldn't access a PSN because all the PSN store, you couldn't make transactions, you couldn't register a credit card, because there were so many people downloading the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 map packs. So those were the ones that had Carnival in them and Storm and popular maps like that. But yeah, we had, that was a bit of a telling sign, because Activision are really, no offense to Activision once again, but they're greedy bastards. They will make money off whatever they can make money off. They when they see a game, they milk it till it's dry. Think of Guitar Hero, right? That game sees yearly releases, and each time it gets released, there's a new plastic instrument. Or there is the same plastic instrument, except it's a new version of that plastic instrument. They're just wanting you to keep buying and buying and buying these games. So that's Activision for you, and I can't see how they'd only release 2 map packs if they could have released more. And they could have released more, because remember, they stopped releasing them in March. We could have had another 2 map packs, arguably had another 2 map packs before Call of Duty Black Ops came out. And let's be honest, everyone would have bought them because it's Call of Duty. And although we say when we're not playing it's pretty bad, we all love it when we play. It's that little secret. We all love playing Call of Duty, but behind its back we say, oh, it's the crappiest game ever. Why do we play this? Treyarch sucks, and all this other stuff. But you know you like it. You're sitting there playing it right now, probably. But yeah, that's that. So Infinity Ward, I don't think can develop a game. However, this rumor in the past week has escalated, and now there's a new rumor that's saying Infinity Ward isn't doing it alone. They're going with Sledgehammer Studios, who have also been hired by Activision to create an action Call of Duty title. Note, it says action, not shooter. So that's going to be very interesting when that game comes out. And I think it's Ravensoft Studios. I'm not sure if it's Ravensoft, though. I cannot remember, but it's one of the studios. If I'm wrong about Ravensoft, we'll probably have an annotation somewhere, and it'll tell you which one's right. Anyway, as we continue going on, so they're going to come together. That's very possible, actually. I can see Activision doing that, because Modern Warfare, the whole entire name for Modern Warfare, sells like crazy now. People are still like, this is from Australia. I don't know, if any Americans or overseas people are watching, don't get scared when I say $120, because that's what we really do pay for full price games here. But at Christmas time, I walked into JB Hi-Fi and saw, at least 10 people walked in there and just went ahead and bought full-priced copies, $120 for Modern Warfare 2, and Black Ops had been released the month before, and they were more than happy to pay the $120 for their game. Now, that's a bit stupid, but that's what Activision is, so they will make money, and Modern Warfare sells. It sells like crazy now, and the Infinity Ward name sells like crazy now. If you see Infinity Ward on a package, like, yes, that's a good Call of Duty developer. It's not Treyarch, the second-rate people. They make games like Black Ops that are buggy. Anyway, so you have that issue. So I can see that happening. However, like I said before, Sledgehammer Games, the purported, second or third studio who are going to be helping with this, they are actually making another Call of Duty game on the side. So I would think, given that that game got announced before Modern Warfare 3, I would think that game would get released before Modern Warfare 3. I think this year we'll more likely see a Sledgehammer release title, which may or may not be a shooter, and then we'll see a Modern Warfare 3 probably next year. And then, of course, Activision, like I said, they're greedy. They could go for biannual releases, which would mean every 6 months we see a Call of Duty title. And with 3 developers, that's more than easy enough to do. And and you've got to remember with game development, because these games run off all the same engine, it's very easy to do it. You really don't need to spend 2 years on it if you work, you release the next game. So, for example, if Treyarch were to release a Black Ops and then turn around and start developing the next Call of Duty game, they could have it finished within a year. Although that's a bit mean, because they'd have no break in between. Activision are more than entitled to tell their studios what they have to do and when they have to do it, because they own the studios. So yeah, that's more than a possibility, but I think if they're going to stick with annual releases, I think it's more likely for Sledgehammer Games to release their title before a Modern Warfare 3 comes out. You've got those 2 rumors. So basically, my final kind of verdict on the rumor as a whole is that the original rumor, they're all more than likely. However, I think the idea that it's going to come out this year is a bit flaky. However, I might be proven wrong come E3 2011, which is in 4 months, which might seem like a long time, but it really isn't that isn't a long time in terms of, well, not in the gaming world anyway. These things come around pretty quickly. So yeah, we'll see what happens at E3 or DICE, probably, maybe even the Developer Game Awards. We might see what happens there at DICE. They might get announced there, but I doubt it'll get announced in an awards show if it didn't get announced at VGAs. So yeah, it could get announced at E3, but whatever is coming out, it'll get announced at E3, and it'll more than likely get announced at, if not the Activision conference, because usually, for those of you who may not know, E3 is a games conference, where basically a games expo, more like it. So basically where all the companies come together in Los Angeles, I think it is. I'm probably wrong about that even. But they all come together in some state in America. They all come together and they show off their games. And this is the prime place to announce games, announce consoles and things like that. So yeah, in the past, the games have been announced at the Microsoft presser. So yeah, and that's that. So yeah, I think one of these games will get announced, either a Sledgehammer title or Modern Warfare 3. So that brings us to the end of my first commentary. I hope you enjoyed it and enjoyed my view. If you have any suggestions, please post them in the comment section. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you guys soon. So Daishogun out. Thanks.